Alright guys, just a quick heads up before we go into this match. Just be aware I do have a cold, but it's mostly just sniffles and the occasional sneeze fit. It's nothing wrong with my voice or anything, so that sounds good. So it shouldn't sound like complete shit during this match, but just be aware I probably might sneeze or might sniffle a bit. There's nothing I really do about that, and I'm enjoying this playthrough so much that I'll play through even if I've broken my legs or something. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, I am loving this playthrough, so even though I'm not feeling the best, hopefully it shouldn't be too bad. Alright, let's go. Oh, it's at Old Trafford where Ronald Koeman and Louis Van Gaal meet again. And Ronald Koeman has got to be the more nervy of the two, more about his players. Manchester United, as you can see, leading the table by 2 points thanks to Chelsea's most recent win as Arsenal dropped to third. And Sunderland trying to creep up the table in fifth. They're in a good Europa League spot right now. Welcome to Old Trafford. I'm a very ill with 7 chaos. Well, not very ill, but I do have a cold. But hopefully it shouldn't affect us too much. So, as we said, the previous meeting between Southampton and Manchester United was very interesting to say the least. 2 red cards received from 2 of Southampton's players, Jack Cork and Diame. For Manchester United, it's a back 5 of Raphael, Jones, Hummels, Roja and Shaw with David De Gea in goal. 3-man midfield with Herrera and Di Maria. The return of Wayne Rooney to the starting lineup as well. Falcao is partnered up front as usual with Robin van Persie. Kevin Streakman only makes the bench. For Southampton, Yilson's in goal with claimed Fonte, Underworld and Bertrand. Jack Cork stars despite his sending off last time out. Davis and Carriage are also there with Popov, and Jay Rodriguez is also in that 5-man midfield. Shane Long is up by himself. Luke Shaw recently turning 19 this year, and he's had a pretty not average, but not anything outstanding, but he's only 19. We have to give him, we have to give the kid time. He's only 19 years of age, but he will be, if a lot of people are correct, one of Manchester United's best ever left backs. Not a wing back usually, but we'll have to see if he can fit that role. There will be questions over there because Manchester United do like to utilise the wing so much, but this season they've not really as such. They just really stuck to central midfielders rather than wingers. I think that's why Van Gaal's gone for a back 5 this time around rather than a back 4. It's just really to see if Manchester United can use wingers, because they haven't really got many outright wingers. The only 2 of any note are Adrian Nanazai and Antonio Valencia. Nani obviously was involved in the Roma deal for Strootman, plus £8 million in this transfer window. And as far as we can tell, business is done, although they have signed Victor Valdez, who was a free agent in goal, but we understand that he probably won't actually feature this season. He's more of a backup to De Gea, and they do have Lindegaard as the more experienced goalkeeper. And as we know, Victor Valdez has been fighting a knee injury for the past couple of years. He's actually been training with Manchester United over this season to try and regain his fitness if that's possible. So it's a bit of a commotion in the box. David De Gea does gather it back up. Juan Mata is nearing his return. He's still not fully there yet. Van Gaal has chosen not to even put him on the bench this time around. It's a fair thing. Juan Mata's probably not fully back yet. Aaron Hemwood's probably still got about around 3 weeks before he returns, and then it'll be James Wilson and then Michael Carrick. And hopefully Manchester United will not suffer any injuries leading up to the last person to return will be Michael Carrick in a couple of months' time. Torn calf muscle, and obviously we wish him a speedy recovery. Torn calf muscles, it's in your 30s, are very hard to fight through, so we'll have to see if Michael Carrick can make a return at all. So yeah, we wish Michael Carrick the best, of course, but torn muscles at your age, the age Carrick is very hard to deal with. But Michael Carrick could still probably be a predominant feature, but we'll have to see once Michael Carrick gets back. what state of actual fitness he'll be in returning from that. Popoff looking to exploit the wing here as Wayne Rooney goes chasing after him. Obviously Wayne Rooney thrust back into the starting lineup for this game. He actually made an appearance against Queen's Park Rangers. He wasn't fully recovered, but as we said in the Queen's Park Rangers game, Rooney is a footballer. He wants to play more than anything. Maybe the most expensive player to pay for in this Manchester United squad, but he's more about just playing and giving his best for his team. And he's always been about that. He made a career out of it. And a pretty darn good one as well. I think that was short to Raphael there. Kevin Streetman had a quiet game against Queen's Park Rangers. I'm guessing that's why Louis Van Gaal probably hasn't picked him. He's trying to regain some pace and some fitness, and Di Maria is down. And is he going to get back up? Yes, he is, just about. And Di Maria, don't forget, he suffered an injury on his debut game against Burnley and was out for a few games. And that was a worrying moment for Manchester United fans there. But Di Maria seems to be up and moving about okay. And Percy with the free kick. He's obviously not going to shoot. It's not going to be a bad idea. But Falcao is unfortunately a bit wide of that one. Falcao has been issued the ultimatum to prove himself by Louis Van Gaal recently, which is a bit unusual considering Falcao has actually started a lot of the games, but obviously something has gone down. But Falcao is only a loanee, he's not permanently signed, so barring no agreement that is made, return to AS Monaco. But I can't see why Manchester United wouldn't sign Falcao, but yeah. Obviously they do have to be mindful of the financial fair play, so that could be a reason if they don't. And Percy is literally shoved off the ball and no foul given by the referee there. Here's Jay Rodriguez, to be confused hopefully with James Rodriguez of Real Madrid. That's a beautiful pass. Falcao, in comes Robin Van Persie, good save by the keeper, but Van Persie hits it ahead off the rebound and Manchester United take the lead within 15 minutes. Robin Van Persie, alert as ever to the loose ball off the save from the goalkeeper and heads it in, and Manchester United take a deserving early lead. Great pass from Falcao here. Robin Van Persie, alert as ever to the save from the goalkeeper. And heads it straight in. That's a great header considering the defensive pressure that Van Persie's under. Look at that. He gets his head in front of two defenders, including the Southampton captain Fonte, and heads it beautifully into the back of the net. That is a wonderful goal by Robin Van Persie, and that is his 5th of the season. And that puts him one behind joint top scorers Angel Di Maria and Aaron Hempel, who are both on 6. Angel Di Maria walking into the back of McCarthy's net last time out. Only the 6th goal of the season. Now Van Persie is on 5. The numbers do look a bit low for Manchester United. It's because there's been a lot of different scorers this season. Nobody has reached 10 in the Manchester United ranks yet in terms of goals. No one at all. Henry and Di Maria are obviously the closest on 6. But everyone else is between 0 and 5 goals for Manchester United, apart from Di Maria and Henry, of course. And he made that save look simple. David De Gea, not under threat from the signing of Victor Valdez whatsoever. Although there will be questions asked of whether it will be David De Gea or Andres Lindegaard moving away at some point in the future. I think Louis Van Gaal will most likely try to keep hold of David De Gea, he has been the standout for United the last 2 seasons, and Manchester United's problems up to that point with goalkeepers, aside from Van der Sar, they've always had a problem with goalkeepers in the early years. Obviously they had Fabio Barthez, who was great in his own right. But yeah, Manchester United, since the selling of Peter Schmeichel, almost many years ago now, not really found that established goalkeeper for a long period of time. When they signed Van der Sar, he'd only lasted about 5 years. He was already in his 30s, I believe, so Van der Sar unfortunately didn't last too long, but in his time, Van der Sar became one of the best at the club. So Falcao bursting forward and he's missed. So Manchester United have had to wait a while for a established goalkeeper, but David De Gea, at his age and at his form right now, he's going to be someone that Manchester United desperately want to keep a hold of. There will be rumours. Real Madrid have come supposedly calling, or at least watching him. And like we said, broadcast at some point. Normally, when you have a stellar season, Real Madrid or Barcelona come calling for you. Gareth Bale would be a prime example. One stellar season at Tottenham and he's off to Spain. To be fair, he's continued that magnificent run of form anyway. But obviously, he could be possibly overshadowed by Ballon d'Or winner Cristiano Ronaldo once again at the top of the football world. And so many rumours and whistles maybe that are coming that one day Cristiano Ronaldo will return to Old Trafford. It would be a wonderful sight to see. Such a fan favourite amongst everybody and a great teammate as well. So, but no word from Ronaldo himself. His words have been, "You never know," but I don't think it's going to be in the most recent future anyway. He's giving it to Rooney. He's going to hit it. Manchester United, especially this season, have done really well. You know, the loss of Ferdinand and Vidic were obviously important. It has fallen a little bit over time, even with those two involved. Obviously, Ronaldo is such an integral part of United's success in the early 2000s, if you like. Being with the corner. And, defence has always been a question, even with Vidic and Ferdinand involved. Obviously, Ferdinand going up in years, and Vidic was on his way to Inter Milan, and obviously then they had all the situations surrounding David Moyes last season. But Manchester United's young core has certainly stuck it out. West Brom have taken the lead against Hull City. I believe that was Fabinho with the goal. Here's Raphael. To find Van Persie finds Jack Cork instead. He's not been booked yet. He's pop off. Davis. Southampton not really in this game at all yet. And he's Military in the box. A great tackle from Raphael. Herrera. And Cal to Di Maria. He's got Rooney to his left and Falcao to his right. Decides not to use either of them, but get the ball back off Jack Cork. But obviously the referee has called for a foul. That was Rooney more of a push than anything else. Toby Underworld, we're going to see a tackle here. And we're actually going to see this block that was for Rooney's shot. Block indeed. And well takes the congratulations for that. To Raphael. Sorry, that might have been Phil Jones, my apologies. Falcao to Herrera. Di Maria. And Percy's ahead. And Percy runs into Overlord again. Tadic. Tackle for Di Maria. Manchester United rather comfortable here. No shots really to speak of from Southampton's side of things. I have to say, this back five is really working well. And there's Raphael bombing forward as he does. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, that's even more beautiful. Raphael, he's going to go alone. Raphael, you've got to give him credit there. That was a fantastic run from Percy. Unfortunately, the ball was too far, but it does go for a throw-in, and it is Van Gaal to take it pretty poorly, unfortunately. And here comes Rodriguez. And Percy's not going to catch him. Rooney will. Here's Tanish. Davis. Rodriguez. Southampton muster up a chance here. No, they can't. Goal kick. And Jack Cork. You can see a tackle here. And this was one of his better ones. Unlike the last time these two met. Jack Cork was booked and then later sent off. And it's a It's a far better cry than the last game. Over there with the goal kick as we approach half-time and Manchester United in the lead. Thanks to Robin Van Persie's fantastically well-aware goal. Here's Rodriguez. And Southampton not really threatening, really. Which wasn't really the case last time. They did grab an equaliser. Oh, and is that a foul? The referee doesn't give it. That could have been a penalty on another day. There's been Manchester United giving penalties for something similar to that. A bit of controversy, perhaps. 4 minutes. Went time in the end of the first half, and here's Luke Shaw. A little bit more forward than usual, but he's done well to get there. And Rooney is going to muster his way through, and that's a great tackle. That had to be a fantastic tackle, and it was. Because when Wayne Rooney gets that burst of energy, he'll get through, and it's going to be called back for another foul by the referee. The Southampton free kick. Conte to take it. It's gone all the way to Shane Long, who's got a lot to do, and that just wasn't happening. Phil Jones, fantastic tackle. Out to Van Persie. Has to pick up Falcao again. The referee's going to call it for offside. The linesman had his flag up there. It's obviously against Van Persie. Ooh. I don't know. It looks on to me. Because he wasn't really in a threatening position anyhow, but it looked on to me. The world with the free kick. The referee's probably going to blow for half time any second now. He's looking at his watch. Meanwhile, here comes Shane Long. Good tackle again from Rojo that time. Rojo's down, but Manchester United keep the ball. And there is the half-time whistle. Manchester United, the deserving 1-0 leaders here at the end of the break. Nothing really for Southampton going forward. Fantastic defending by Manchester United. They have to do it for another 45 minutes, and they'll be surefire winners here at Old Trafford. Manchester United 1, Southampton 0, a deserving lead. And great defending so far from Manchester United, 1-0 at the break.